It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. I'll say it one more time. It is a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Mr. I just saw your name. Oh. Well, can you hear me? Mic check.
I can hear you fine.
Can you hear me? We're going to do it like this.
My nigga, I feel your shit, then feel your shit since felt to put me on. I put him on God, he put me on quick resistance. Then 9 years after, don't I wrote more songs. Don't I wrote more songs. Don't I wrote more songs. Don't I wrote more songs.
Good evening, everyone. It is your boy, DJ Don P. P stand for petty. All the time. Twice on Sunday. 3 times on Monday. And sometimes I'm even extra petty on days like this. With the best host that I know. The host, he's not the ghost with the most, he's the host with the most. My man on my side right here.
Hey man, it's your boy, none other than the one and only Chasing VOORHIE. Get ready to get this thing kicked off. It's like, hey, man, it's that season. It's that season, baby. We gotta get it kicked off. You know what I'm saying?
So I'm gonna go ahead and let you know. Normally I don't give the inside scoop, but I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all in on the inside scoop because I'm petty. Ladies, that name is for you. Halloween is close. Halloween is close. He got tricks and he got treats. Chasing VOORHIE is on the way.
Cue the music. Just don't go hide by the chainsaws.
Yes.
DJ Don P.
Yes, sir.
Talk to me.
Man.
What we got going on this week?
Well, before we get to Amber Guyger, before we talk about DARYL MOREY and 45 in China, we got our uncle, the one and only, our big uncle from the West. You know who I'm talking about?
This is Snoop Doggy Dogg. The bow to the wall, baby.
Hey.
So come on, let's get blown.
Hey, so
what up, DeMarcus?
Hey man, I'm gonna tell y'all like this. I've been to college. I graduated from the best HBCU in the land, the best. But we missed the show, buddy. We missed the show. It was a show going down that. It was a show going down at the Rock Sox Jayhawk.
Right.
Hey, we talking about for Midnight Madness. It wasn't midnight, but it was most definitely madness.
What made it so mad?
Man,
who mad? Why they mad?
I don't know why they mad, because I was quite astonished. I thought it was a treat for everyone. That performance should let students know whatever your line of work is, you can do it. Wherever you want to do it. There was a stripper pole in the middle of Jayhawk Gym. During the they want to, as the song, we're gonna start this all right.
Yeah.
They had Uncle Snoop in the house tonight. Snoop was performing for their Midnight Madness, which is done all over the world for colleges when they want to introduce the basketball programs, men and women. I don't know if the Jayhawks do theirs together, but I do know there was a performance, and when Snoop was the act of the night, he did not steal the show though. There was a young lady who, for lack of better terms, stole the show. And some people in the NCAA frowned upon what was happening.
How did she steal the show?
Oh, she was popping on a handstand. She was on the pole. She was twirling. She was twerking. She was give it all she got. Give it all she got. And me, being the petty one that I am, I didn't see nothing wrong with it.
I ain't heard nothing wrong yet. You made me spill my drink. I ain't heard nothing wrong.
Other than the fact that even though it is college, there are possible minors that attend your university because there are people who are 16 that can graduate early. So being shown that type of show, I don't know, it's lewd and indecent, even though some of the people who are in NCAA contract these same young ladies to perform at their own private events. So I don't know what really the issue is. Plain Talk Propaganda approves the performance. DJ Don P, the petty one that is.
Well, the thing about it is you gotta tell them what you approve of. So the whole reason that this is an issue. See, my co-host be so interested in getting petty, he don't even tell y'all why he being petty. So if for those that don't know, college basketball season right around the corner, NBA season right around the corner. We right in the thick of the football season now. But the University of Kansas essentially this past weekend issued an apology for having Snoop Dogg perform at their Midnight Madness. Now, the thing about it is they said that the performance was a little too raunchy. It was laced with profanity. A lot of things. There was also the head coach at University of Kansas, Bill Self, indicated that he had that they had written into the contract that Snoop's handlers agreed that there would be no profanity. This is also on the heels of the University of Kansas being served with notice that they are in significant violation of NCAA rules. Some of those things include doing some of the things that Sir Snoop Dogg raps about all the time. So, first of all, I don't have a problem with a stripper pole on the floor. I got one in the other room, and I'm gonna have it available the next time I do Midnight Madness. Since Snoop Dogg did it, I'm gonna do it. Now, here's my problem with the whole story. University of Kansas saw fit to issue this apology and try to make all good, like we're wholesome and we don't condone this type. Do you know who Snoop Doggy Dogg is?
I do.
Have you ever listened to Snoop Doggy Dogg's music?
I have.
Maybe follow him on Instagram. Maybe watch some of the videos, some of the Doghouse videos. I don't know. Here is the point. If you wanted a PG-13 or a G-rated show, you should have invited Alanis Morissette. You should have invited Cyndi Lauper. No, not even Cyndi Lauper. You should have invited Taylor Swift. You should have invited Adele or somebody a little less cutting edge than Snoop Dogg, because the edge don't get no sharper than Snoop Dogg. So for that, I don't accept your apology. I think it's a cop-out. I think it's trying to throw the blame on the black man. That's what I really think it is. Let's just get out of this by saying we didn't know. We told Snoop's handlers told us that he would perform a G-rated show. The only G rating he given is OG, Triple OG, Gangster Funk, Ghetto Funk, some of that G-Funk, and y'all should have known that if y'all was listening to Snoop Dogg. So don't come out with this apology like the college kids wasn't in there dancing their ass off, twerking their ass off, and smoking their ass off like they supposed to when it's a Snoop Doggy Dogg show. So University of Kansas, your ass is grass. You not getting away with it this time. Don't blame Snoop Dogg, blame yourself. If you didn't do your research, all I know is that Snoop showed up, which means the check cleared. So you paid for what you got, and you got what you paid for. University of Kansas. Please. Hold up.
We love it.
A little bit of the gin and juice. I love it.
Man,
I love it.
in other words,
blame Uncle Snoop.
Anytime the NCAA is trying to hand down sanctions, don't play with them people. They gonna come after y'all, man. Don't be trying to spit in the face of the NCAA. The system will come.
The NCAA on Kansas, so Kansas say we're gonna do what every other predominantly white institution does. We're gonna blame the black man. Get out of here with that bullshit, University of Kansas. I can't even believe this was a story. But it is what it is. Jason Voorhees in the house. It's gonna get scary tonight, folks. I can't believe it. They're gonna blame the black man. DJ Dumpy, what's up next? I just want to jam some gin and juice now. Ain't no fun. The homies can't have none.
Hey, you already know it's coming like that. So,
what's the deal?
It's apparent that somebody, 45, wants China to do an investigation. But on the flip side, there's somebody, MOREY, says that, hey, freedom in Hong Kong. He's citing, look, I'm gonna quit being petty. All right, let me tell y'all. So MOREY of the Houston Rockets tweeted a comment. Didn't know it was gonna be as controversial as he did when he did it. But the machine turned against him. Almost. They stopped the car. They didn't kick him out, but they stopped the car. The machine stopped the car. I'm gonna tell you, they get hold on, do what you doing. You playing with the money. MOREY said freedom for Hong Kong, and China's like, hey. China's like, you don't do us like that. We'll take we take all our monies away. And the NBA say, hey, I'm gonna tell you what they said. It says, say, nickel. What is wrong with you? That's what the NBA said. I've never seen James Harden and Russell Westbrook smile so much on camera when they was issuing that apology. Hey, man.
They was cheesy.
I have nothing but love for them brothers. That was hilarious to me because once again, here we go, saving you. Saving you. And now, the reason he's being saved, I really don't have an issue with it because the man was just speaking his mind. He had a thought, he tweeted it, there it was. He didn't understand that the machine was not on the same page as his thought process was. He almost got casted out of the machine. But then,
but
the machine is the NBA.
That bothers me. That bothers me.
It
does.
Because
it's not like he said this in China. He said this in America. In America, we have freedom of speech. Now, China being a communist country,
which is not a secret.
Which I am in support of the people of China who are looking for a more democratic way of life. China is one of the most strict places in the world by far. When we talk about modernized civilizations, in actuality, China kind of willfully remains ancient, although, again, they lead in several categories of modernization. That's neither here nor there. My problem, I don't understand why there was a problem with what Daryl Morey said from the NBA, and more directly, I don't understand why the NBA decided that it was okay for them to get involved in what, China's anger about this. Because here's the problem. The NBA doesn't need China as much as China needs the NBA. I do understand that. I do understand you have what this is. I do my research. I'm not saying this, just pulling a rabbit out the hat. Sales for the NBA are through the roof in China. Yao Ming and the Houston Rockets started it. LeBron James, Russell Westbrook, Chris Paul, to be specific, have really built that. And to a certain extent, Carmelo Anthony have really taken that to another level. But China needs the NBA more than the NBA needs China. China has Yao Ming. What was the one that played for Dallas? What was it? Zhang Zhuzhu?
Wang Zhuzhu.
Wang Zhuzhu, right? I mean, and Jeremy Lin, okay?
Right.
You got one champion out of that whole mix. You got two tall people out of that whole mix, and they the tallest two people that ever came out of China. The NBA don't need China. China need the NBA. Now, I guess the NBA does need China because they do. Somebody's got to make the shoes. That was probably should have been left for DJ Don P to say. But Daryl Morey is an American citizen making a statement in America. Chinese need to pull their panties up and handle their business in house. But getting mad at Daryl Morey, you know, to me, hey, if the NBA wants to be that weak and crumble, then so be it. I do salute Adam Silver for coming back and correcting it. I wish he would have got out front from the beginning and let the rest of the machine know that, hey, it doesn't work like this. But at the end of the day, if we start allowing other countries to tell us what we can and can't say, we may as well start letting those other countries investigate what we do and don't do.
Or
Chase for president
handle our elections too.
Yeah, Chase for president 2024. I guess that's what I'm trying to say.
I got it. I
Jason Voorhees for president 2024. I'll invite all the countries. You know the countries I'm going to invite to investigate us?
Please tell.
Jamaica, Haiti. It's going to be island countries.
So what about no Russia?
No, I don't. No, it's too cold in Russia. Ain't nothing in Russia that I want, and everything that they have want to come over here. So, nah, I don't want nothing to do with Russia. Let me just go ahead and get right to it. I really want to hear from some Trump supporters.
Oh, I dare you.
I'm getting sick and tired of hearing my voice and your voice, and nobody's pushing back. So
nope,
I'm
putting no pushback.
I'm talking to Texas, I'm talking to the United States, I'm talking to Russia, I'm talking to China. I want some Trump supporters to get in. Jump on this Zoom, give us a call, email us, text us. You can two-way pages. But we sure need to hear from you because y'all hiding. Y'all talking, but y'all hiding. Y'all don't want to say it out loud.
So what was the
so bold?
So what was the reason he wanted China to investigate Biden?
So there is no reason. Here's the point. It's a whole made-up story started by Rudy Giuliani. I'm going to say this. You heard it first on Plain Talk Propaganda. Donald Trump apparently has something to hold over Rudy Giuliani's head from the time that he was mayor, first or second term of New York City. There is no other way that the mayor of New York, he was the mayor of the world after 9/11. How in the hell do you turn into the biggest idiot in the world? And people, the irony is, you act like people can't tell that you're being an idiot. It's like you having fun doing it. Donald Trump, we knew he was an idiot. He's always been an idiot. But Rudy Giuliani, for what you've done, Mike Pompeo, Bill Barr, and all of the millions that are falling in line, yeah, I'd like to talk to you. Because here's the thing. If you want to sit here and tell me that you believe that there is a reasonable explanation for why any American should be asking any other country to investigate another American, I'll wait. But when you finish giving me your reason, then I want you to explain to me why the president of the United States would be doing that. When he has the most powerful military, the most capable intelligence community, and the most free country in the world to back him up if there was wrongdoing. I don't know what Joe or Hunter Biden did with Ukraine. Really don't care. I know it was investigated and all charges were dropped. I know that the company was investigated and charges were dropped. I know that Rudy Giuliani and Donald Trump, Ren and Stimpy, are out here looking like damn fools. And it's only a matter of time. I really hope he don't get impeached. It's not because I don't want him to get impeached. It's because I don't want them to let Mike Pence become president. Oh, but wait, Mike Pence is involved too.
That is a tough combination of Ren or Stimpy.
Well, that's Giuliani and Trump. But Trump and Pence are Pinky in the brain. I'll let you figure out who Pinky is, because neither one of them got a brain. We can go on and on, folks. Beavis and Butthead. We can go on and on. You understand what I'm saying?
Brain actually had a little something working. It just never worked.
I'm just saying that sounds about like Donald Trump. So what are we gonna do tomorrow, Donald? The same thing you try to do every day. Try to
make everybody believe that
idiot.
Fake news is happening.
Man, look here. Don't believe what you see. Don't believe what you hear. It's not real. It's not really happening. It's fake news. Even though it's news. Same news we've been watching. And really what I want to say to those Trump supporters, I'll broaden my scope. You don't have to be a Trump supporter. I'd like to hear some Republicans. Some independents, some Tea Party, some Whig Party, somebody else come tell me what's right about Donald Trump's presidency. I'll wait.
Middle, left, and right wing. Whatever wing you want to be from. Come on with it. We welcome
y'all can join us on the Zoom. I put everything in the comments, how to log on. If you want to, talk, just raise your hand, let us know. We would love to hear your thoughts. We would love to get you involved. This Plain Talk Propaganda, and we going live. Chasing Voorhees is getting scarier. It's getting scarier, folks.
All right. So,
DJ Don P, what we on?
Man, we are on to the next one. Once again, R.I.P. Botham John. I'm gonna say that before we say her name, as well as all the hugs.
Hold on before we do that. I want to get so him Jay. Do you know how much money China gives the NBA? Look it up. Maybe that was before I said I've done my research. I know how much money China gives the NBA. But regardless, China needs the NBA more than the NBA needs China. It's just a fact. Look it up. And join on the Zoom. We love to hear your point of view.
And I'm going to tell you why he says that. Or why I feel he says that. Then this is without me doing research. I haven't been to China, so I don't know who their basketball stars are. But I've seen a statue. I've seen a statue of Stephen Marbury in China. Isn't he not from is he from Coney Island?
No, he's from China.
Or is that Sebastian Telfair?
No, he's from China too.
But so there's also a guy from Virginia, 6 foot, roughly, arguably the best small guard next to Isaiah Thomas.
Knock him down.
The 80s Isaiah Thomas, not
him down.
This one. He is that some people call him Allen.
Mm-hmm.
His friends call him Bubba Chuck.
Mm-hmm. Corporate sponsors call him the answer.
The answer, meaning the answer to all your monetary problems. That's what it stands for. There's also this one thing. It's white and chocolate. Oh yeah, white chocolate. Him.
Yeah.
They're not from China, but I'm pretty sure they've helped boost the economy in China.
No, they all from China.
Entertainment standpoint. Oh, okay.
They all
from
from China.
An entertainment standpoint.
Yeah.
And white chocolate also was throwing lobs to the freak, aka Randy Moss. You got Moss before he went over there and one behind the back elbow pass. Anyway, don't get it twisted.
Can somebody call China and send me some more tea? That's what I need. That's what I need China to do. Send me some more tea.
I'm not taking nothing away from Jeremy Lin. Yao Ming is one of the best big men that I've seen play the game. Hands down.
Yeah, except for the fact he was built in a frame that wasn't built for Chinese people.
Who else?
No else.
Okay.
No else. No one else. It ain't happened.
I haven't seen too many people in China on social media that have a jersey of someone in China, from China. Other than
First of all, they got to be lucky enough to be able to get on social media. They got to get permission to be on social media.
Man, so don't it's and we're not even talking. I'm not even talking from the standpoint of the NBA. I'm talking about the game of basketball itself. I named 2 people from the 90s that are still relevant in China. To me, they're relevant all the time because they got game. He got game. But
the 90s is 2 decades ago. For the Trump supporter, that's 20 years.
That's 10 plus 10.
Yeah.
Anyway.
5 times 4.
Before I ain't even gonna rant. I'm not even gonna rant on China no more. I'm coming back to Dallas, Texas. Not because of the Cowboys. Give me no bull about the Cowboys losing. I'm telling you right now, I'm petty, and I talk about whoever team I want to talk about. I give y'all team the business too. Better not no damn 49er fan tell me nothing about them being good, because I ain't heard nothing from y'all in 4 years. In 4 years, y'all been quiet as crickets. Quiet as crickets.
Keep going.
In the wintertime. Don't
How
give me
you
that
really
right
feel?
there.
How
The
you really feel,
San
DJ
49ers got that juice. Jimmy Garoppolo got 1 touchdown and 17 interceptions already. Don't give me that. Don't tell me nothing about the Dallas Cowboys ain't played nobody. Every team y'all done played against got 1 win or 0 wins. Don't give me nothing else about no Dallas Cowboys losing. We 3-2. We tied for first in the division. All I'm gonna say about that. Jason,
hey, give me one. This is a perfect segue. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna give you a moment to breathe. We're gonna give you a moment to breathe.
Jason,
hold on. We're gonna give you one moment to breathe. Man, I gotta do this. I gotta do this. We got a guest on the line. We got a guest on the line. Mr. 6'1".
What's good? What's going on? I want to fall back. I'm with DJ Dumpy. Don't want to hear that BS about my boys. Cause yeah, we still them boys. You say something wrong.
Oh no, he on mute. He can't talk about that. No, go ahead.
You don't do that, man.
You know what I'm saying? See how they do? But no,
he ain't talking propaganda, baby. Go ahead, speak your mind.
Right quick, back to the China thing, man. True that we don't hear, and we can say that the China needs an NBA more than China, because think how hard it was for Yao Ming to get up out of China to even play.
He needed permission.
On lock. So they may have talent over there that we can't see. Not saying that they do, but you got to take that aspect into consideration. You know what I'm saying? Just being a devil's advocate,
That's fair. That's a fair statement. That's a fair point.
Next to Korea, we don't know what these people look like. This might be just poster board 3D cutouts, because of their government. But so that's what I wanted to say about that, because I really feel that it's because of their lack of democracy, the communistic way, we may not be able to see everything that they're exploiting over there. Because
that's true.
Boys, you know what I'm saying?
That's a very good point. So this is what we're gonna do. Before you get off the line, we're gonna do you a solid, but I'm gonna be petty first. You can't spell Dallas without 2 L's back to back. Now I'm gonna do you that solid. Why don't you go ahead and shout out your business and make sure folks know where to go when they need that quality.
My Mark 61 grass-fed beef. Make sure you check me out. Look for me for homecoming. I'm gonna have them samples out there. Coming straight out the
There we go.
You're gonna be able to see what it is.
There we go. That is Black people looking out for Black folks. Hey, we appreciate you chiming in, and you did make some very good points. So appreciate that, brother.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Good show.
So DJ Dump P. So DJ Dump, that's how we do it on Plain Talk Propaganda. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna show you some love. We also gonna show you some truth.
Love. True love.
I sure appreciate DeMarcus Whitaker for reminding me how to spell Dallas. So DJ Don P, what we got up next? Let's keep this thing going. You know what? Chasing VOORHIE's in the house. It's October. It's getting scarier. It's getting even scarier. What we got up?
Man, I want to know the feeling about the 10-year sentence that Miss Guyger got. And there's also something about a possibility of her appealing the decision. And first off, I was actually astonished that she was found guilty. That's sad for me to say. That's real sad in the way the world is turning right now, or as the world turns. With all of the evidence that we've seen against police officers in the line of duty, even though she was in the line of my bad. Even though she wasn't in the line of duty, just seeing an officer run behind a gentleman, shoot him, and then somebody trying to call me, stop calling, man. I'm busy.
They don't know what you're doing Tuesday night from 8 to 9 p.m. You got to take them out your contacts list.
Right. Hey, that's exactly what I'm finna do. I'm finna call him right now. I'm gonna call and let him know. Man, I'm online right now.
Tell him how to get on Zoom and join in on Plain Talk Propaganda.
Hey, man. You either need to join the talk, you either need to join the podcast. Quit calling me, man. I'm busy right now. Man, it's 8 to 9, man. I'm gonna send you the link.
It ain't never over with.
Yeah, so we're gonna call you back. Anyway, your people love you, man. I can't be mad if people love me, and they want to tell me good stuff about them. That's my boy D. Shout out to D. I'm gonna jump back on topic, but D lost his dad this past week, and just want to show support to him and his family. But he was out there. What he was doing, he was actually being a dad. His son is playing football for the first time this year. He's in the 7th grade, so he always calls and lets me know how he does. So shout out to my boy D, man.
That's what's up.
But like I was saying, Miss Guyger was found guilty, and now that she was sentenced to 10 years, and a lot of people have been upset about her sentencing because there have been comparisons to other trials where a young man has killed a dog who was considered a police officer, and he got 40 or 45 years sentencing. And it's being said that once again, a dog's life or an animal's life is a little more, let me take that back, a lot more important than a human life, specifically Black lives, which is why we have the Black Lives Matter movement anyway. But the 10-year sentence, I didn't really understand it. So I was, read up a little bit, and I talked to a former police officer, and I also, he's not a former police officer. He's still registered as a Texas peace officer, but he just doesn't actually do the work. And the 10-year sentence is something that you can get off with good behavior, like 3 years or something like that, and you're up for parole. And I was just like, man, so she literally can possibly get away with not doing any time because of an appeal that her lawyers can ask for. And I'm trying to figure out like the validity of that. So I was, trying to do a little research on that. So what's up with that?
Well, I mean, she's gonna do some time, and I think just real quickly here. I don't want to get too serious, but this is a serious topic. But I try to remove that word from my language. So strike that. Not trying to get too serious, at the same time recognizing this is a serious situation. We do need to go through a path of just understanding the situation. She will do some time, and the time that she will do won't be easy because she's a police officer.
Maybe
penitentiary. She'll do some time. There's no maybe to that. Here's what I really want to do. A lot of things have happened since that situation came up.
Boy,
you know, since the sentence was read out. Joshua Brown, may he rest in peace. Last Friday, the witness who lived across the street from across the hall, excuse me, from Botham John was murdered. It's come out today that it apparently was a drug deal gone bad. That is a very easy explanation. No, I see the face you're making, and I'm bringing this up because there's a lot of emotion going on in our community. There's a lot of feelings.
Word.
You know, I've heard people who I consider to be credible people I consider to be reasonable people say it was a setup. The police did this. That very well all may be true. Let's let the facts come out and let's let it be proven. Here's why. Keep in mind, the name of the show is If You Believe It, Then Prove It. Prove it. I don't know Mr. Brown. I didn't know Mr. Brown. I wouldn't have known Mr. Brown if Mr. John hadn't been killed. Since the sentence has been read, we have, as a community, gotten upset with Mr. Brant John, Botham's brother, for giving Amber Guyger a hug. We've gotten upset with the judge for handing her a Bible and giving her a hug. We've gotten upset at the bailiff for rubbing her hair. We've gotten upset at the police for the death of Mr. Brown. We have come out in full force, and we are upset with everybody. We are mad at everybody right now. You know who we have not gotten mad at? You know who we should be mad at that nobody is talking about? We should be mad at the Dallas Police Department.
And why is that?
That seems obvious, but let me tell you why. Amber Guyger was on. Emory makes a point, our leaders, but I'm one of our leaders. Chasing Voorhees in the scariest month of the year is one of our leaders. So here's what I'm going to tell you. Here's where we should be mad. We should be mad at the Dallas Police Department. Amber Guyger sat on that stand 7 to 10 days ago and stated out loud, yes, I took de-escalation training. Yes, I took peace officer training. Yes, I had 3,700 plus hours of training in my 5 years of work. At the same time, she said, no, I don't remember anything from my de-escalation training class. No, I don't remember anything from my peace officer training class. No, I don't think there was anything else I should have done in the situation when I thought someone was in the apartment. Here's why we should be upset with the Dallas Police Department. How many other officers in that department either sat in these classes, allegedly sat in these classes, or signed the roster and left to go have relations with coworkers or defendants or suspects? How many officers in that department went through this training and don't remember their training? Because that's the real issue. That's why someone else will get shot. That's why someone else may get killed. We need to focus our energy and our emotions, less emotions and more energy on the real issue here. This lady sat on the stand and admitted that she either went to class and willfully didn't pay attention, or she did not go to class and got credit for doing something that she didn't do. How many other officers have gotten away with that? If you work in a multitude of service professions in the state of Texas, you understand the two words continuing education. They are requirements for your job in the service industry.
There's a lot of money going into that too.
You mean to tell me, exactly. So you mean to tell me that you didn't remember a thing from any of these classes, yet you've signed logs saying that you've done over 3,700 hours worth of it?
That's a lot of time.
It's 154 days in real life. If you count a day as 24 hours, that's 154 days. Yes, I do my research before I jump on Plain Talk Propaganda, asking the Trump supporters to come refute me. So
school is 180 days.
So for 26 more days, she would have gone through a whole school year of training, yet in the moment of truth, she didn't remember a thing. How many other officers in that department
don't remember a thing. Why aren't internal affairs? And you know what? If it's internal affairs, if that's what they do, maybe we don't know that yet because it's internal affairs. But seems to me, at the very least, 2 investigations need to be going on in Dallas, Texas. One inside the Dallas Police Department and the other inside AT&T Stadium. It's gonna get even
One
scarier.
of them don't need no damn investigation. One of them, the writing is on the wall.
I wanted to make sure you're still here with me, DJ Don P. The real issue,
I know exactly what you're talking about.
The real problem is that we need to find out how many officers are getting away with walking into class, signing the roster, and then going out and doing whatever the hell they want to do. Because I can guarantee you that's what's happening. You heard it here first. That's why our energy should be focused.
I mean, there's enough hate to go around. There's enough uneasy, unreadiness. There's enough. I mean, the whole hugging, combing of the hair, that also lends me to believe the notion of maybe the lady combing her hair signed the roster for her.
I mean, that's a fair statement, but here's what I want to say just real quick to that, because I don't necessarily have a problem with her rubbing her hair. I know for the first, I heard a term that I had never heard before. I heard mammying. I had never heard of that. I had to go look it up. Right. Just had never heard the term before. But here's what I want to say: we need to keep in mind that at the end of the day, police department, no matter what city, state, country you go to, it's a fraternity. I don't want to just overlook the fact that these 2 people were co-workers. Not because I'm trying to give a pass. There's no reason to give a pass. I don't know either one of them to care of them enough that much. I just think, again, we're focusing our energy on the wrong things. Like, she already got her sentence. She got to do her time. We talked about this last week. If this is at least a warning shot to the rest of the officers out there that want to pull their weapons on unarmed Black men and women, I'm gonna take it as a victory. Because we talked about it previously with Muhammad Noor up in Minnesota. He got sentenced right on. I didn't hear none of us in our community yelling out for him when he got sent right on to jail for shooting a white woman unintentionally. We didn't jump to his rescue. We didn't jump to his aid. We didn't care about what happened in the courtroom. We didn't watch his trial. That was a Black officer, a Black male officer that shot a white female and killed her.
Was it televised?
No, it wasn't.
It didn't get any coverage, huh?
It didn't.
Man, I think some people may just feel like it's not fair, and it's still not. It's never going to be fair.
But, and they have a right to feel that way.
Yeah, they have. I agree. It's just that. It always seems as if the old religious bug jumps into African Americans and everybody's compassionate and kumbaya, hold hands and turn the other cheek when there's a white woman involved. You know, she is. We bow down in so many words, and that's what I think. That's where the whole term "mammying" was coming from, for the simple fact that the women were made to take care of, from a slavery standpoint, made to take care of the white families and do everything that the white families wanted them to do. And you're only allowed to do what they tell you to do back in the day, and it just seems as if that image just seeped in for a moment and like, damn, can we stand together on one thing, which is, hey, she did what she did. We ain't trying to say that she's the world's worst person ever in life, but she did what she did. Can she get us in this and just go?
Right.
We ain't gotta hold her hand and girl, it's gonna be all right. Like, that's not your family. If that's your family, I don't think they really have an issue with it. It's more so like, yeah, damn, like, she killed somebody, all right, if it was another black person that killed another black person, would you come out the same stand after they got their sentence and give that same treatment?
Right.
Is it because she's an officer? If that's the case, once again, like you said, those are coworkers. You can't tell somebody how to treat their coworker.
Right.
Do you want a judge that's compassionate, that's gonna come out the off the stand and hug you? Because the times I've been to court, even the time I served as a juror, all they do is stand up there, bang their gavel in the necks, because it's a job that has to be done. It's a job. Continuous.
Yeah, it's a job.
It's continuous. So, and we've seen some acts of kindness coming from the stand. It's been televised. It's been on social media, and things have happened. It's just in this instant where I guess murder was the case. Murder was the chase.
Last week, murder was the chase. Yeah, man.
Everything was okay. Yeah, we got you. It's gonna be okay. Like damn. Can we as black people one time be like, look, you did it. Thank you for coming. God bless you. Good night. And just go. Not fold her clothes, do her hair, make sure her nails done, and then take him to Burger King before you drop him off because he shot up a church. Oh, that's another case. My fault.
Right. That's another story. This is America, folks.
Hey, this is America. So I think that's what it is. But even still, man, we won't ever be satisfied because we're not the ones making any other decisions. We always, unfortunately, waiting on somebody else to tell us what we can and can't do. The only place that don't happen is Plain Talk Propaganda, though.
It's not gonna happen on Plain Talk Propaganda. That's one place it's not gonna happen. That's why we do it. Happen. That's why we do it. I mean,
once again,
just go ahead.
I forgot the brother. Forgiveness.
Yeah. Brent John. Yeah, that's what I wanted to get on.
I've literally had 3 funerals to happen in my family in the last 48 hours.
Condolences, brother.
So to lose a loved one, to lose a brother, to lose a sibling, the only way I would know that is if Chasing Voorhees and Reggie Wilson, aka Chicken, and DeMarcus Whitaker, if these guys pass, because I don't have any siblings. Charles Edward Johnson Jr., aka CJ, with his crazy self. And my brother's in Louisiana. My brother-in-laws, but they my brothers. So unless I lose one of them guys, I wouldn't know what it is to lose a sibling. But I think that was big of him. But once again, to me, that's that religious bug. Like, he has to live with the fact of whether or not he's gonna hate this woman forever. And I don't know if anybody wants to live like that, hating someone. But I mean, he lost a loved one. Now, that's also an assumption. We assume that he like his brother. He might not even like that dude. Because we have people in our family right now that we despise. Let's not act. Don't act funny now.
Right.
If y'all see them on the side of the street needing help, y'all keep going. Like, man, I ain't even see you. As soon as they call, man, where you at? You just drove right past me. That's where I'm at. Oh, my bad. I ain't see. What's up? I need help, man. I'm on the way to do something. We do tend to love
more once something happens.
Yeah. So, like, come on, man, start playing. But not in his defense, but just trying to look from the other side. He had to forgive that lady. We didn't have to. That's his forgiveness. You can't tell that man that he cannot forgive that lady. You can try to tell him, but that don't mean he gonna listen. Right. And then for their family to do the same thing. Once again, both of John, his family, and Amber Guyger, they are directly connected for forever from now because of what happened. The judge, the bailiff, and everybody else. DJ Don P not gonna give y'all no pass, man. I did not feel as if it was a job at the time. I feel like it was favoritism being shown because of what was going on. She's still going to jail. She got sentenced.
Right.
I don't know if it's enough because I don't know how many years she's going to do. It's never enough when death is involved to me, though. You telling me that I got to go to jail because I killed somebody, unfortunately, it's the law of the land, but that still does not equate to life. You're still living. You might be living in messed up conditions, but you're still living. Those conditions were chosen by your actions. But that person don't get to choose those conditions anymore, whether they in heaven or hell, whichever one you believe in, wherever they travel to. But all I know is we still them boys.
Man, you just actually ruined a good moment for yourself. I sure hate that for you. Let me try and re-articulate.
Let's get it.
No, in all honesty, I haven't said this on the show, but in all honesty, what Brent John did, in my opinion, is one of the most courageous and inspirational things that I've ever seen in my life. And 40 plus years on this earth, I've seen some things. But the steps that he took and what he said, because he said he didn't even want to do that in front of other people.
Right.
But coming from a place, coming from a background of growing up in a household where, we had to get up and read the Bible every morning. We had to understand what salvation was, what Christianity was, what forgiveness was. To see that happen in real life, I'm really shocked and amazed at our community. Some people that I know, that we know very well, that can't see the forest for trees in that matter. What he did to me could change the world. I'm not the bleeding heart type, and I'm not here to tell anybody that they're wrong for feeling the way that they feel. Right. If you feel like he's a better man than you, or what he did took way more strength than you have, I actually agree, because I can't say what I would have done in that moment. But to see it happen in real life made me think about life a little differently, because we don't know what tomorrow brings. You don't know what may happen. We, in our small community, and I'm talking about people that you and I know mutually, we've seen all types of death: wrongful death, accidental death, sudden death, unexpected death. We've seen all types of tragedy, yet we still here. We're able to kick it. We're able to say thank you for every day that we got up. But to see this brother get up unsolicited, nobody forced him to do it, and say that I forgive you, and give her a hug, to me, that could change the world. It probably won't, but I feel like it's incumbent upon me to say it, because what this world needs more than anything is forgiveness. And to see that young brother stand up and do that, I think is the most influential way he could have honored his brother's life. And he said that's what his brother would have done.
Word.
And we all get up in the morning, we send out prayers, we quote scriptures, we talk about the blessings, we talk about Christianity, but do we live it when it comes up? Because if you are a true Christian, you do have to understand that it was through death that we receive forgiveness. Now, I don't want to be a preacher, and I'm not going to go any further than that, but just to say, the next time you get angry, when you see a Black person or any other person show true forgiveness, I don't know why white people don't do it as well or as often as we do. I can't answer that question. I'm just saying, take a look at yourself and ask yourself, do you really want to spend your time? Just like I talked about with the whole anger about the judge and the bailiff. Let's look at what we can change. Let's look at what we can do. And let's work on that instead of staying in our emotions and dwelling on the past and harboring that anger that just eats us up inside. I just felt like I had to say that in this moment, because it really hurts me. It hurts me to my soul to know that people that look like me, think like me, and live like me can find it in their hearts to be angry about these people showing forgiveness to this woman.
Look like
and that's
you.
where I'm ended.
Yes. Think like you. No. Because if they thought like you, then we wouldn't have nothing to talk about. But once again, take VOORHIE, ladies. Notice I didn't say gentlemen, because ladies, Halloween is close. He got a lot of tricks. He got a lot of treats.
It's getting even more scary, folks. It's getting even more scary.
Chasing VOORHIE 2024.
2024. You can write me in. If I ain't on the ballot, you can write me in.
And I'm an assistant pimp. I come from a long line of assistant pimps. I've been,
hey, real quick.
Even if it's this pimping.
Awesome.
Hey, man, we almost coming to.
Yeah, on some real quick Black excellence, just to lighten the mood, Simone Biles is now officially the most decorated female gymnast in history, and her record could grow. So I just want to throw that in real quick there,
and to keep that going. My lady that runs track that just had a baby.
Yeah, man. That's
what is her name? What is her name? What's your baby mama name? Allison Felix.
Yep.
She just pushed her gold medal championships up by passing Usain Bolt, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. With some wins over the weekend. So man, there are a lot of people coming out on top. We don't normally give shout outs, but hey, Lizzo, I didn't really listen to Lizzo at first, but she's inspiring a lot of young ladies. And the only reason why I say that.
On Lizzo.
Well, no, what I'm saying is I didn't listen to her music. I heard her name a lot. But for some reason, whatever she's doing, she's inspiring a lot of young ladies to be better. It's not a depressed, oh my God, somebody give me sympathy. It's I'm confident I can do it. Lizzo, keep doing what you're doing. Megan Thee Stallion. There are a lot of young ladies in the Houston area that are loving what you're doing. A lot of gentlemen love what you do too.
No doubt.
But
on that note, I want to give a shout out real quick to my sister because it was her birthday last week. My sister Chalice. Yeah, and she got her and both of my sisters, they went to see Lizzo on Houston Friday, and they said it was on Saturday. They said it was awesome, which I didn't doubt.
Way to go, Chalice. Happy birthday, baby girl.
Shout out, that's for sure.
I know it's coming close to an end.
Yes, sir.
Real quick, NBA is close. DARYL MOREY, we still gonna give you your shine next week. We'll talk about you next week. But the Lakers, the Clippers, game 1 of the season. Football is live and kicking. It's not midway. We still got 3 more games to the midway point for everybody. It's looking like, once again, the Patriots are looking pretty dominant. A lot of teams are up and down. There are a lot of new quarterbacks. There are a lot of new running backs. It seems as if the Dallas Cowboys will never learn to run the ball, even though they have allegedly the best offensive line and also allegedly the #1 running back.
And nobody want to hear your crying and boo-hooing over that.
It ain't no crying.
Team. Get to the point.
There's no crying in football. The point is,
propaganda.
The point is, it's time for Jason Garrett to go coach the Washington Redskins. That's the point.
Yeah, man.
I don't think people knew that the Raiders were going to do as well as they're doing.
I said they would. On Plain Talk Propaganda.
You did.
Just want to put that out there.
Patrick Mahomes. My MVP at this time of the NFL is Carolina.
Man, we can do that next week, man. In the show. You going to a whole nother topic. You ain't tell me we were talking MVPs on this show.
No, I said for right now.
All right, go ahead.
MVP right now, Carolina Panthers running back McCaffrey. For me right now, anyway. He's carrying his team. Other than that, the next time someone has Midnight Madness and invite Snoop and don't invite Plain Talk Propaganda, It's gonna be a problem.
It's gonna be a real problem.
It's your boy, DJ, Don P, San for Petty, twice on Sunday, 3 times on Monday with the host with the most.
Mr. Chasing VOORHIE, getting ready for Halloween. Let's do some tricking and treating.
Ladies,
you know what I'm talking about? Less tricking, more treating. Come on, Astros, we need a rally. They down 4-7. Playing
that ain't nothing.
propaganda.
Astros just playing around right now. They just trying to get some money. Before they get that money, what y'all gotta know is if y'all can, if it's true, then prove. Hey, prove it then. If you believe it, prove it. Because this is what we believe right here.
Well, I can welcome y'all to the fabulous Carolina.
No doubt.
I own this motherfucker. My name is Tat. Y'all niggas know who I am. Y'all niggas can't up shit. But we got something old and something new for y'all tonight. Put your hand together for Snoop, Dogg, and Dogg. It's like everywhere I look and everywhere I go,
yeah.
You know, some of these niggas are so deceptive. Using my styles like a contraceptive. I hope you get
Plain talk propaganda. We out.
Out.
Biggest facts.